Yep.
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 There you go. Yo.
Yep.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah. / marker. Can I? No, I can't.
I don't know if we have marker or not.
Ah, man.
We'll have to see.
I did my best.
It's
I was
alright.
trying to do
It's good.
chilling, but that came out more linkle than anything.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Hello, and
Yeah.
welcome back to Yokai Playtime.
Yeah.
Enter now for a chance to win Jaju Toes.
Wait,
Jaju.
What?
Jaju.
Sign right up.
I just woke up from nappy for a minute. Okay. Can't
Jackie
see
chose the
crap.
new gamer girl Badwater.
That's right, we'll send you some Jaju Toes for free. Just enter the Yokai giveaway at scam.com.
I see. Scamlikely.com. An alternate for website for all your scamming needs.
Also, thank
And
you.
if that website link doesn't work, try wearestealingyouridenty.org.
That's true. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
Why are we promoting this?
Anyways, thanks everybody for being so patient. We had to take a little short intermission there. Sometimes when we have a lot of people, we have to take a little break. So we appreciate your time.
There's a long health checkie.
Yeah, and we're back.
Yeah.
We're back. Is that so?
Is that so?
Is that so?
I remember what Nightmare said in my dream. So far, that has been the case here. He said most of the people would like me, would fall in love with me. I can see why that's convenient, but it could also be trouble. If everyone who likes me behaves like Peter, I'd rather face their indifference.
What about the other outsiders you met? Did everybody like them?
Well.
Eh?
I do have some knowledge of outsiders, but outsiders themselves aren't exactly common.
I see. But the way everyone's been going on about outsiders, I thought there'd be more of us.
Are we really that rare? But it made sense. Blood hates boredom, so that's why he lets me freeload here, because he thinks I'm a rare toy.
If there weren't that many, we have a better name for them.
Even if there aren't many, I don't want to be called that.
Outsider wasn't a pleasant word.
How about traveler, perhaps?
Yes, that would be better.
But either way, it still makes me sound like a foreigner, like I'm still not welcome here.
But regardless of what we call them, we all love outsiders. The reasons aren't clear, but we of this world can't help but harbor good feelings towards them. It's not that we have to like outsiders, rather it seems that that only the people who could be easily liked in this world end up coming to this world in the first place. At least that's my theoretical knowledge. I do not know how much is true. But after seeing you, I don't think the rumors are entirely unfounded. You are interesting indeed.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't mean in a negative way. You're unusual and you do not bore me at all.
I can only take that in a negative way. I'm not the kind of person who wants to be easily liked.
This is what I had tried to tell Nightmare. But just because I'm not easily liked doesn't mean I want people to like me for no reason. It's creepy.
I can't say I dislike girls like you. Even omitting your outsider status, you're unusual. You can live with Mafia and adapt to our lifestyle. And unlike all things unusual, they break up the monotony of my life.
What does that really mean? I wondered. I should have been more flattered, but I felt like he was speaking ill of me. I couldn't help but take it in a bad way.
I don't know if I'm unique, but I'm pretty brazen. Brazen enough to accept an offer to stay in a strange man's mansion. Say that 10 times fast. I mean, we were strangers then, weren't we?
I might have once known a man with his face, but Blood wouldn't have seen my face before.
Since that's no longer the case, it's not a problem.
But when I first arrived...
I said it's not a problem, so it's not a problem.
Is that how that works? Listen. Is that how that works? Anyone who'd stay at a stranger's house has a problem, but I guess the man to make the offer must have issues himself.
I am brazen, yes, but accepting his offer was all I'd done, nothing further. Thinking that way made me feel better. Besides, life here isn't so bad. The employees were friendly, though they all had guns. Elliot was kind, though he had a gun. And I got along with Blood, though he scares me and his face is annoying.
Got him.
Unlike interesting things, you are interesting, so you don't bore me. From now on, do you feel free to remain as long as you like.
I don't think I'd spent much time here, but Blood seemed to like my way of life, my personality. I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
I appreciate it. If you evict me, I don't have a place to stay, and life has become uncomfortable for me.
If you're going out, I'll tell you some essential details about this country. They say you outsiders are easy to like, but would be quite unfortunate if you ran into danger because of insufficient knowledge.
Yes, that would be very helpful. What if this man finds me easy to like as well? I feel complicated.
And with that, Blood began his explanation.
Alright, time to explaining.
Blah 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 blah. This country is divided into 3 powers in the midst of a territorial war. It's nowhere near a resolution and is unlikely to reach one in the near future. It's a meaningless game without an end in sight. It at least helps me alleviate my boredom, and since you came into this world, you're also obligated to play some sort of game. That's the rule.
Also, I wanted to say hi, Senpai!
Hi! Yokai, hi!
Yo.
Yo!
Hello.
Yo!
If you want Jaju Toes, I have a link for them.
No.
No strength,
What
but
happened?
Nagisa, can you put this link in for Jaju Toes? Totally legit, 100%.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Please.
That
Please.
sounds really sus. I don't know if that's actually the real lupine.
Super sus.
Super sus.
I mean, there's only one lupine. The other lupine I took out and took its voice.
Oh, I see. There was another.
This world
There was
seems to
another.
be based on a game. There was another toe. Another toe. Blink. A word
That's the
that
link for
revolves
Jaju Toes.
Jaju toes. Like a common setup for novels. Oh? Fourth wall?
In a 3-way war, it's hard to make progress.
Oh, you seem quite well informed.
I like to read history books.
Take place in.
I remembered the information from a book I'd read. If an autocracy split in 2, one side would crush the other. But if there are 3 parties of equal power and none of them form an alliance, it's most likely to end in a stalemate.
A 3-way war is a deadlock in which no one can move.
Indeed. These 3 factions are equally strong. We see service from one and lose it to the other, and so the hostilities go on. But such combat is unrelated to an outsider like you. You would not get involved. Aw, man.
Didn't you say I had to play the game? Like, what?
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 When
Quick
he
question.
Said, yeah, what?
What time period does this game take place in?
Victorian era? Judging by her outfit, mansion, what was it? House
Time
keeper?
zone.
Time zone.
Like the early 1800s? 19th century?
May.
Victorian era.
Or no,
Victorian
it'd be
era.
closer to like the mid 1800s if it's Victorian.
yeah.
Yeah, Victorian.
Based on the weapons that exist in this world and the technology surrounding them, as well as some of the clothing that seems a little too modern to be Victorian, I'd put this at about, they didn't give a crap about what time zone.
Mhm.
Well, the
I'd like to
original...
know because that can help me understand what history books she has read, and if so, get an
Oh,
understanding of what she knows about 3-way war.
I want to
The-
say,
This world is
It's in the
Yes.
1800s.
off.
yeah, Victorian definitely for her, but everyone else, guns are just whatever they wanted to be.
So she hasn't experienced any major three-way wars yet,
No.
except for the 100-Year Wars, I'm guessing. If I'm right, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, the original story of Alice in Wonderland it took place in 1860.
So what does she know about three-way wars?
Well, this is slightly more modern.
Oh, I'm just gonna contemplate this to myself.
Yes. When he said I'd have to participate, I thought I'd have to go out and fight, like in some sensational adventure novel, like an epic fantasy. I don't know how to fight, but it's a dream. Anything can happen.
A person like you would end up being killed right away. I would not advise you to participate in this war.
Blood looked at me, amazed I would want to fight at all. Is he saying I won't get any magical powers, even though this is a dream? This is one realistic dream. I haven't seen many three-way wars in recorded history that we still know of today. Also true. See, you saw some nice Jaju toes. Oh my god.
I mean, there's a link right there if you want Jaju toes.
In the English-speaking world, it's very true.
The territory war is played out among the three factions, so you have no part in it. The game you're playing is unrelated to the conflict. Instead, you're playing a game of whether or not you can return to your home country.
What? That's such a boring game. Boring.
Boring? Isn't it rather important in its own way?
Nope, because the game will definitely end with me going home.
In the end, I will wake up from this dream, trying to escape when I already know the outcome doesn't interest me.
Hey, I'd go home now if I could.
If that's what you really thought, the game would have ended with ease. Which means the outcome hasn't been decided. If your goal is to go home, you might even be at a disadvantage.
Don't talk like, I don't want to go home. I want to leave this senseless world as soon as I possibly can.
Do you now?
His insinuating tone made me angry.
Of course I do.
Without waiting for my reply, Blood continued his explanation. He'd even pulled out a map, so I had no choice but to go along. Missing his explanation would have only been bad for me.
The Hatter Mansion, our current location.
Bottom left corner of the map.
As you know, we are a mafia group called the Hatter family. Not only do we own this mansion, but we also own the surrounding land.
Hatter.
Hearing that name again stupefied me. It sounded rather discriminatory. It's a slang word for being crazy or insane.
Slang.
I wouldn't want to be called that. A person who can accept such a name must be very unusual. So, fun fact. Hatters were people that made hats.
Yes.
But a lot of the times when hats were made back then, they were made with mercury. So,
Mercury's fun.
because the Hatters worked with mercury so much, and it got absorbed into their skin, they'd go a little crazy.
And that's why they're mad.
And that's why they're Mad Hatters. Get it?
Yeah. Speaking of Mercury, one of my grandparents. You know how old toys used to be like completely dangerous and whatnot?
Yeah.
Yep.
They still had like a box with mercury to play with.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see.
They kept it away from me, but they showed me.
That's
I want to
Danger.
touch it.
Oh, like in an attic of a place I used to rent, there was a box of fake snow, which is basically just asbestos flakes.
Oh my.
yikes.
Oh, asbestos.
Yeah, the old days were weird.
Yeah, they were crazy.
Oh,
That's crazy times,
Right?
man.
Yay, heavy metal poisoning.
Oh,
You remember when they closed like half the schools in the country to like repaint because of the lead paint chips?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
speaking of, speaking of asbestos, my school had like a forest trail that they would walk some students down for PE or outdoor adventures, as we called it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And on that path, there was an old house that everyone wanted to explore.
Oh.
One day, my
Oh.
friends and I decided to go in. I stayed as the lookout, as they said, while they went in. And the coach comes over and they're like, "Hey, get out of there, that's asbestos."
Well,
Well,
can't be good for them. Yep.
I mean, I was outside.
well,
They went in. After that, my friends and I just explored around the woods. We would go off the trail we were supposed to stay on.
I see.
Well,
I see.
I see.
Dangerous.
Danger
It's not
zone.
dangerous if you know what you're doing.
It's dangerous because I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, it was fun, Kyo, just going out into the woods, getting lost for a little bit, finding our way back.
I couldn't
No
do
thanks.
that.
I choose life.
I couldn't do that because where I used to live, there were ticks everywhere, so it's not like I could just go into the woods.
There are
Yeah.
ticks and hogs where I live and near my school. They didn't care. They said, if you see a hog, back off.
Oh my god, no, I'm done. No, I want to live. Okay.
Live.
I wouldn't want to be
I
called
know.
that. A person who can accept such a name must be very unusual.
You're not normal, you know? You're not normal.
Well, I am of the mafia.
You're not strange because you're part of the mafia. You got this job because you're...
What?
Never mind. What I'm saying. And this place is one of those 3 factions, right?
Indeed it is. Each and every man in this country knows of the Hatter family. As the honored guest, feel free to use our name however you like.
Thanks.
So Blood really doesn't appear bothered by that name at all. If the person in question is alright with it, I suppose it's fine. A mafia job is a job where it's important not to lose face. But Blood doesn't care about these things. It really is strange.
It must cost a lot of money to maintain a mansion of this caliber. Blood! Wait up! Your eyes closed. Wait up.
What?
Wait up.
Did you not hear me?
No?
No, we're gonna hear you. What happened?
Oh, I said pretty much.
Oh, maybe you peeked. I thought what happened. Mafia work is quite profitable, isn't it?
Might just be a Discord thing.
Ah, maybe.
I had
Funny,
said that out of pure admiration, but Blood seemed to have read too much into it.
Alice, a well-bred lady shouldn't get sparkly eyed from hearing that.
Isn't it fine? Making money is a great thing. It can be more or less convince me to ignore the moral related issues to your work. Money is awesome. It's appealing enough to have my eyes sparkle. Sparkles.
It isn't an admirable occupation, but I'm staying under the roof of this residence. I shouldn't just criticize it in one-sidedly.
Nighty-night, Mama.
Oh, no problem. Thanks, Marmar. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful evening and have a good
Yeah.
sleeps.
See you
Good
later,
night.
Mama. Good night.
Take it easy.
Okay, night.
You okay?
You're gonna know.
Night, have a good sleep, or else I'll find you and make you have a good sleep.
Oh, sheesh.
Somebody smack him. Somebody smack him.
Smack a little bit.
No, I will. Actually, when I talk, I smack both you and Pally.
I mean, well, yep.
Slowly, a little bit.
Smack.
I found it necessary to try and find some good points about it.
Rather than sparkling, they seem to have a strange glint. You're rather materialistic.
Probably aiming to change the subject, Blood tapped on the map with his finger.
Let's move on to a different place. This is the Castle of Hearts.
Top left.
The territory is
Tiny
ruled
little
by the Queen of Hearts, and Peter White serves as Prime Minister.
What did you say? Nani the heckle?
What?
What?
The Castle of Hearts. It was like a fairy tale. Just when I was getting sick of it, it got worse.
What did you say about Peter? Excusez-moi?
Peter White serves as the Prime Minister of this castle.
It didn't sound like he was joking.
You didn't know?
Prime Minister. Peter is the Prime Minister. The same Peter who It's a lie, right?
It's true. As an enemy, he's quite strong.
Blood seems to be revisiting some memory. I also start doing the same.
Not a good move. That perverted rabbit is a Prime Minister. To have such a Prime Minister, I'll give credit to the castle for it still standing.
I disagree. As far as I know, Peter White is a highly proficient man.
As far as you know, you don't know what he did to me.
He's shrewd and doesn't take any chances. And in terms of underhandedness and brutality, he might even be worse than the queen who rules this castle.
Who are you talking about?
Peter White.
sounds like you're talking about someone else.
I never thought that the man I know as Peter White was like that. It's not like I've known him for very long, but he left a strong impact on me in a few days that I've known him. Shrewd, takes no chances, underhanded, brutal. He was indeed like a criminal in a different way, but I don't see how those words apply to him.
This Castle of Hearts has the most obvious power out of the 3 factions.
Despite our differing opinions, Blood kept talking.
Because it's a castle, right?
Yes, in terms of size, it is large, but the ruler is quite unreasonable. They collect taxes frequently and carry out violent acts in public. The people are at the mercy of those in power. Oh no!
Oh no!
They're almost a
Oh, my
textbook
money.
example of the fact that one can accomplish much by flaunting an easy-to-understand power.
But I wouldn't want to be governed by people like that.
Blood pulled out a
Bleh.
photograph.
It's Vivaldi!
This is the Queen of Hearts, Vivaldi.
Mimi! What a beautiful person! She's an extremely beautiful woman. Beautiful.
The Queen, who is Peter's superior, the one who appointed him as Prime Minister, I had been wondering what type of unreasonable person she'd be, so this is rather anticlimactic. Just from looking at the photograph, I could tell that she was a queen, a strong and beautiful woman.
On the outside, I guess. Violent and cruel, she's a poisonous woman. Even the color of her clothes is poisonous.
A deep red. Too vivid for the eyes. Poisonous, huh?
This woman is dangerous. Be careful.
Blood, do you know this person?
Why do you ask?
Somehow... I felt like you did.
I'll admit to myself that that wasn't well expressed. But I did get that feeling, whose tone was that of a person talking about someone they knew well.
We've been enemies for many years. She's an arrogant woman who executes her enemies and subordinates indiscriminately on a whim.
Really? She sounds like a tyrant. From the outside, it is true that she doesn't look like a kind ruler. But she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
I really am becoming weird.
Beautiful. A tyrannical queen. It really fits. I might want to meet her. So beautiful.
Oh my god.
So beautiful.
It should be easy if this is a dream. I'd like to meet someone this beautiful.
Literally said it. She's beautiful. I gotta meet her. Yo,
Even
what's
knowing
up?
that her favorite phrase is off with our heads.
She's still beautiful. It's not gonna stop me. I gotta see her. She's beautiful. Maybe I should have met her after all. Oh, what happened, Cal?
Oh, Cal was muted the whole time?
Oh no!
This whole time.
Oh, poor Callie. It happened.
Oh no, Callie!
Don't worry, Callie. We understand what you were saying. We can feel it in our hearts.
It'll be safer to stay away as much as possible.
Blood moved his finger across the map.
This is the amusement park.
Top right. I can tell from looking.
Yes, I can
But why are you pointing to it? What's the matter with this amusement park? Bless, I mean curses.
Excuse me.
Yes.
This place is one of the 3 factions.
An amusement park is?
Yes, it is.
Just what kind of territory war is this?
I can see why Mafia would get involved. Light and shadow, official powers, and criminal organizations acting as opposing factions is something often found in history books. But for an amusement park to be involved...
For an amusement park to be involved in a war for territory, I've never heard of such a thing.
It's not something you hear about often, I guess.
Never mind often. I can't even imagine how an amusement park can compete with a castle and a mafia group. I have no clue what type of power it has. An amusement park shouldn't have anything to do with a territory war.
It is dispute. It is a dispute over land, so it's not an unrelated amusement park. Do require land after all.
Is that the problem?
I don't know whether it needs land, but I doubt an amusement park can compete with the other factions.
It's an interesting power. It's the least boring way to utilize one's land.
At least something is dreamlike in this country. You should have at least one place that is heartwarming. It's important to let your mind settle down at times.
All the employees in there also have to carry firearms. Still find it heartwarming?
Well, doesn't sound like a place children can go to play.
Sounds like a school.
Sounds like,
Hey.
nope, don't do that. No.
No, I didn't mean the students. I meant the freaking teachers.
What?
Oh,
That's even
that's
worse.
even worse.
You didn't know that? There's some schools that let the teachers wear firearms.
No, if anything, security guards, but no.
Is there any meaning in an amusement park where children can't play?
They do well in attracting customers. Many of them are families and children.
I can't believe them.
Bringing their kids to a park where all the workers bear arms? What on earth are this world's parents thinking?
Have you
The
been
fact-
to the South, Alice?
Yep.
The fact that it is a stronghold of an influential person makes it safer, actually.
I should probably rephrase that question. Have you been to Florida?
Yep.
Yeah,
The
There
same
you
way the local area of a mafia tends to have better public order.
The man before me was Mafia himself, but I was speaking from my knowledge of the Mafia in my world.
Something like it, yes.
You have knowledge of the mafia?
I have knowledge.
Yes. However, the form of an amusement park as a home base is, in the end, purely the owner's personal taste. Attracting customer isn't the main goal here.
Oh,
What they do isn't that different from us, Mafia.
That's why it is interesting, or so Blood said.
It's not interesting to me. An amusement park like that is too scary to like.
Aw, it's so interesting too. Oh, I have a photographer of the owner of this territory too. Photograph.
Yes,
Got it.
Nagisa!
Oh,
Woo!
Woo! The boss of the place is a
Let's
man
go.
named Mary.
Let's go.
Magoland.
Go.
Next has some long hair.
Yeah, it does.
It has some
braided
big shoulders, too.
What the heck? Are you joking?
As much as I was surprised by his name, anything and everything about him, attire, hairdo, accessories, looked even more so like a joke.
wow.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
How pitiful.
She just roasts everybody.
Yeah, she does. That's all she does.
Big roast on an open fire.
He must have been
Set me
teased
up.
a lot in his childhood for that name, for sure. It'd be even more embarrassing as an adult.
The person in question also appears to hate his name and refrains from introducing himself with his full name. He orders his subordinates to address him only as Goland. But being as famous as he is, it's turned into an open secret. Hey, I wonder who was cool enough to spread the news around. How pitiful.
Yeah, I wonder who. I wonder who.
So amusing.
Yeah, I wonder. You definitely tease and make fun of him, don't you? Like, don't you?
Of
You mean
course.
like you just did?
Thought so. Let's go. Come on, let's pick one.
That
That's
is
what I
okay
was
with
say.
anything as long as it's amusing. He seems to
Oh my
love
gosh.
taunting and making fun of people too.
I think you get along with him really well.
Sounds familiar.
He's the type who used to be a bully in his childhood, isn't he? Or maybe the type who feigns complete disinterest while pulling the strings from behind.
That's no different from the present Blood, a person who grew up while still remaining a child.
Don't you feel like teasing him too?
I mean, I would indeed tease him if it were only for a little bit, and if he weren't a big shot governing one of the three powers. That would
The
definitely tease him.
situation is different here.
It is my principle to not get into drawn-out messes, so I probably won't tease him for reals.
When I say
Not for
something
reals,
that
though.
doesn't really agree with Blood's proposal, Blood doesn't question me further and just appears amused.
I feel like I'm being thought of as a kindred spirit. I mean, kind of.
Last in the clock tower.
Fuck that, let's go! That's where I was dragged to this world, right? And where Jaju was. Shoot this
Get out of
gun.
my get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
Stop throwing me out! Let me
It
in!
appears so. It's the center of this country, so it's not surprising that you were drawn to that place.
I had briefly discussed the circumstances that brought me to this country with Blood. He had heard my story with, not pity, but amusement.
The clock tower is in the middle of the square. It's a neutral area. It doesn't fight against anyone, and it's the only place that doesn't participate in the territory war. As long as it remains unharmed, it doesn't interfere with any external conflicts. It is also pretty much ignored by the other factions. This place doesn't belong to anyone. It's just a plaza in the middle of the city. It doesn't belong to any of the three factions. Although it does collect taxes from the surrounding city, it's not ruled by anyone specifically. Unlike the other areas, this one cannot be governed.
So it's a special neutral zone.
It's common in times of war for a truce to be enforced in certain areas. In my world, there aren't any large-scale disasters like wars, but I have a basic grasp of what wars involve.
Aren't you well informed, young lady?
Like blood.
Grr! Rawr!
Rawr.
I'm praising you. You're strange.
Well, when you say it like that, I can only feel like I'm being ridiculed. Rawr.
And here I was just giving a compliment.
Being told by you that I'm strange when you're so blatantly strange yourself gave me a shock, Blood. We're both strange together. Say it right.
Aren't you the one making fun of me now?
Preposterous. What are you talking about?
I grin. Trying to destroy Blood's haughty attitude was like walking on a thin rope. Considering how it feels like I'm putting my life at risk, it might be rather reckless. Jajo!
It's Jaju!
Hello.
Look at
Ah.
you!
You know the owner of this place, yes?
Yeah, he's the first person I met, so I remember him.
I felt a surge of anger again.
Ooh.
Not at
Mhm.
Julius, but Peter. How dare he drag me into such a dangerous world?
Julius seems rather eccentric, but he's a nice person.
Julius Monray? That man with an acidic tongue?
Hey.
What? You don't think so?
He's not nice. You must be extremely benevolent to call that man a person.
Wow.
I don't like him much. That man is boring.
Okay, wow. In my
Wow.
house. Leave.
Wow.
Isn't it fine? Even I'm strange according to you.
You are strange.
Wow. Geez, saying that again.
I'm realizing it again.
You don't have to realize something like that so seriously, okay?
I'm praising you.
Stop cursing. No, I already heard that. I already heard it.
I'm realizing it all over again. Strongly enough to repeat myself. You are strange.
I'm gonna murder. Gonna do murder. Yeah, he's definitely not praising. Gonna do a murder.
That's the end of my explanation.
Thanks. I'm so happy. you
Wow,
explained it
don't
to
like
me.
the taste of your own medicine.
From the explanation just now, did you get a general idea about this country?
Yes. No. Maybe so. No! Not at all.
Felt like we were in the tutorial. still.
Right?
Yeah, it's a tutorial.
I declared firmly, I don't know what he means when he says there are three factions called the Castle, the Mafia, and the Amusement Park. It does seem that there are a lot of people in the town, but what kind of industry are they employed in? How does the government work and the economy work? There's too much for me to ask all at once. Even though I'm a realist, my dream is full of loopholes. I end up explaining it all with a single remark, because it's a dream.
All I know is that I don't understand this country. Ha 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 ha.
Isn't it a nice country? It's incomprehensible, interesting country that will keep you from being bored.
Ha. I don't want interesting. I just want to go back to my normal world with my sister and my youngest sister. Shush.
What's good about normal? Isn't that boring?
I'd like to choose boredom over a life crisis.
I see. I'll just give this to you then.
You giving me something? Oh. Hey, I received hourglass. Current total 7. Yay!
So does that mean we have 6 hourglasses on us?
Yep.
Yes. That means we can change the time period.
Yeah, we can change the
Where
time of day.
is she keeping these hourglasses?
We're just shoving them in our pocket. It's probably like
In her Animal Crossing pockets.
I was about to
that's also
say,
true. Like I'm sure it's like the small versions, not the big.
Where did she get the other 6?
That's a
Don't
good
worry.
question.
Hey, yo!
Oh, let's go! We got an option.
Time to vote.
Look, we can actually play the game now.
Yeah, where do you want to move to? Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
Can we go to the little bottom right-hand corner where there's nothing there? I want to explore that little house.
We can't. No, we
I want to
can't.
explore the favorite
So
food.
here is our affinity with people.
Affinity!
So we thought we might have had something with Elliot. I guess not.
Guess not. I guess that was still just the prequel.
The prequel, yes.
Now we're in a
Goodness.
real story.
Wait, can you go back to the
Also,
infinity chart real
here's
quick?
Where we can choose
Noon,
the
evening,
time of day.
night. Nice,
Mhm.
nice.
So you have to like go back to
Okay.
the same area to start
Or-
building on.
Yep.
Relation-
So we should definitely do the Hatter last because we've been there for so long. We should give someone else a chance
I agree.
to do some voices. So either castle or amusement park.
I agree.
What do you guys think?
Because
There's
we've been
also
to
a
the clock
clock
tower
tower.
already, and we've been to the mansion. So I would say.
I
Castle
would
Park or
say,
amusement park.
yeah, I would say Castle of Hearts since Cap's not here to do amusement park, just so it's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
vote on
Yeah.
Castle.
Should we do
Yeah.
castle?
Yeah, Castle.
Also, tell me to change the
they
day
have
of time. I
time?
can shoot my gun.
We've got about
Yeah, Vivaldi time. Let's do Vivaldi time.
20 minutes. We can get some stuff done in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Oh
Who
wait,
do
hold
we
on.
want to see?
You want to see Peter White and you want to say Vivaldi?
I mean, Peter equals Y.
Oh hey, we can actually put a poll.
Yeah, we can look over
Vivaldi or Peter White. And there's also another person we haven't met yet. Let's go.
We should do Vivaldi just because we can have someone else come in.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we want to speak to Cringe Master Peter.
Yeah.
Master Peter.
I
Hey,
believe
Peter.
Alice is the real cringe master over here.
Yeah, in-game
Yeah.
Alice definitely. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, no, what Peter did
We
cannot
better
be
go to Peter
stopped.
first. Wait, what? It doesn't matter. We can't.
Oh, I guess we have to go see Peter first, and then we'll meet Vivaldi.
God, man, we can't
Hey.
choose. God, we got no choice.
Yeah.
There was no choice here.
What does not stay character mean?
Peter,
Illusion
you're
of choice.
cringe.
God, man. Well, here we go. We're going to the castle, bro. Oh, it's so pretty here. I love this castle. Gah! Alice, it's been a while.
Peter comes hopping up to me like a rabbit.
Let go of me.
No,
I'm being assaulted again. Help!
I resist
Police.
the urge to struggle away.
that's not resisting at all.
That's right. I came to see you about something else. I just had to come to kill her. Kill her. You came to see me. I thought so. You were getting lonely, weren't you? I was too. I'm getting strangled. Help. Help.
He squeezes me into an even tighter hug. He completely ignores the part about me being here just because I was killing time. As always, those big ears only seem to be able to hear what's convenient for him.
As long as you're staying in this world, that's good enough, but... In the end, I do want to spend time with the person I love. I'm so happy always. No, stop. Let me go. I wonder what possessed me to come meet him like this. Help me.
I heard he's the Prime Minister of Hart Castle, but he doesn't really look like it. Just because I know that now, it's not like I suddenly see this person called Peter White any differently.
You really haven't changed. You mean I haven't changed in loving you?
Cringe.
I'm saying you haven't changed a bit of beep!
It's pronounced asterisk.
Yeah, right. How could you say that about such a diligent and earnest rabbit that's so cruel? Diligent and earnest? Hold on now.
While being embraced, I see his face from up close. Having rabbit ears is suspicious enough. Seriously, a man with rabbit ears? But Peter doesn't look like an honest person anyway. He's stunning, but I feel like his glasses bring out how conniving he looks.
Ha! You're laughing at me. That's so mean. Considering I'm always thinking of you so earnestly.
Dang,
Ah.
they're the two need to see.
Yeah. Just get out my nerves. Why did I even bother coming to see you? Because you were thinking of me and your features allowed you here. What a girly thing to say. I get the feeling you're making fun of me. I'm obviously making fun of you. And also pitying you a little. Just a little. Oh, somehow that hurts more, so I prefer to let you be making fun of me. So even you can't stand being pitied, huh?
He's so gorgeous, it hurts. Oh my god,
It
Alice,
hurts.
get over yourself.
I can't help it. He's gorgeous, man. Oh, God, he's so... God, why is he so gorgeous? Maybe you could be my type if you behave properly. You're so gorgeous. You'll gasp. Don't I always behave properly? If I acted the way you like, would you start liking me? Maybe you seem like you'd be popular with girls because you have a nice face.
The only one hurting is me. This is painful. Silence.
Nice face. I want you to like me. I'm not talking about anybody else. How do I get you to like me? If I behave properly, will you fall in love with me? Doki doki style.
Because Peter is staring at me so seriously, my comeback gets stuck in my throat.
Well...
I'm cringing so hard, I feel my spine becoming a single bone.
Shudders.
I mean, for starters, you need to not have rabbit ears and stop saying things about loving me.
I was speechless for a second, but of course, something sarcastic came out of my mouth in the end.
You're lying. Oh, what? I can tell. I'm what?
I'm not lying. Even if he behaved properly, even if he didn't have rabbit ears, whether it was Peter or not, as long as he didn't say he loved me. I could come to like him, so long as it didn't have to develop into something romantic.
Anyway, I'm telling you, so it's hopeless, okay? It's hopeless. You do behave badly, and you do have rabbit ears, and you're always saying you love me. Can't you see how hopeless this is? Slurred. Where's the slurred? But I could change for you. Come on.
Somehow, though the conversation sounds like a joke again, I feel better. He has a screw loose in his head, but it's easier for me to deal with. If he tells me he loves me with a straight face, that's what worries me.
But it is hopeless for me, isn't it? I'm well aware that the more you want to win a game, the worse it goes for you. What? Ooh. Whatever, just let me go. I can't breathe. I'm dying. Help. Yep. Yeah, help. Yep. Castle. Alright, cool. We've made it to them. Alright, now can we visit Vivaldi?
Okay, let's try. Let's see if we can visit Vivaldi first.
I saw a place I haven't
No!
Why won't you let us see Vivaldi? Well, then where can we go then?
You were denied entry.
It's okay, I don't want to see you either.
No.
Fine. What if we go visit Jaju? Let's go visit Jaju. Let's go bother
Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
Mother Kaju.
Raju.
Alright.
We must
What
talk
does
to
not
you.
stay
Wait,
character
not state
mean?
character?
I don't know what that means.
That means translation.
I don't know.
What?
Just click it.
Good translation now.
Alright.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind.
I don't know what it means. Jaju, I'm coming to visit. Knock, knock. I'm busting
This guy
in.
might cast this guy out. Alice, why are you here? What business do you have with me?
Despite that I hadn't seen him in a while, Julius was as blunt as when we first met, of course. In the past few days, well, with time changing randomly, I don't know how many days have really passed. He hadn't lost his rudeness. No matter what was to happen, he wouldn't change.
Because I felt like it? Listen, Julius. I came over here because I want to see you.
Judge Julius.
Julius.
My answer of why I came was phrased as a question. I knew I wasn't really welcome here. Despite his lack of welcome, I still came by.
Because you felt like it? If that's so, then you shouldn't have come alone. You're interfering with my work.
Being around you is relaxing, though. Let me stay. Let me hang out.
Wait, really?
Relaxing.
Don't say something so creepy.
Oh, you're so funny, John Julius. So funny.
Odd as it may have been, his contrary attitude was calming.
I rather like you, Julius.
He stared at me suspiciously.
That's us. I don't mean that in a weird way.
No one said you did.
Your eyes said it for you. Your
I returned my accurate words with a glare.
Then don't say such strange things.
Oh, you're so relaxing. You're so calm. Go back to being relaxing. It's so nice to be here.
It's that cold aspect of him that doesn't care whether people like him or not that I like about him.
Somehow I see myself in him. Somehow I see that I'm similar.
Orange
You're an
Judge
outsider.
Num, num, num.
Oh,
see a
Judge
You're an outsider. There are plenty of other places you'll be welcome. Yet you came here.
That's true, but
You came barging into my streaming office, Jesus.
I busted in. What are you working on?
Everything else aside, the person whom I visit most in this world is Julius. Even I don't know what I'm thinking.
I would rather not be liked by everyone. Okay? Okay? I just want to tell you that.
All I do is repair clocks. That is my job. It's nothing special. But I feel relaxed when working with these clocks and shoot with my gun.
I see.
Up to this guy.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Trying to destroy the sun.
Oh, no!
If you don't get in my way, you may come by to watch from time to
Yeah,
time.
let's go! I got an
Ayo.
invitation! Let's go! Woo! I'm hanging out at John Julius's place. Thank you so much, Julius! Now you're never getting rid of us!
Woo.
I mean, of course.
Just get my clock tower. Thank you. Goodbye.
No, it'll never
Now,
go
should
back.
we try again?
Try
No!
God damn! Well, let's try the amusement park. Maybe we can beat Nagisa.
What if we try-
Definitely next episode.
Yeah, because we don't have Boris yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Because we didn't have Ace yet either.
Yeah, right, gotcha.
if we try changing the time to go back, because that might work.
Oh yeah, we could try the time after we meet Nagisa. Alright, let's go meet Nagisa, everybody.
It's your time to shine, Nagisa. Let's go.
Alright, come on, Nagisa.
This will probably be our last interaction, I think.
Okay!
E.
Okay.
Le gasp! How you doing, Nagisa? There you are.
Who
Hello.
are you?
Marigoland!
I recognize his face from the photo I was shown.
God.
His expression changes into an irritated scowl.
I'm honored that you know my name, but don't call me that.
Ah, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
That reminds me, I think I was told he doesn't like people using his name.
I just thought it was funny.
Hey now. You can always say that because it's not your problem, you know.
Well, it isn't my problem.
Fortunately for me, I have a normal name. When I say that, Galen, which is what I'd call him, hangs his head dejectedly.
Well, you're a mean one.
I get that a lot.
Doesn't surprise
Look at
me.
that smirk on Al's face.
I know. So mean.
Smirk.
And what's your name?
Why?
Well,
Can we just talk about how he's holding the bow?
yeah, you're not holding it right, Nagisa. You're doing it wrong.
He's gripping
Like a weapon.
the horse hairs and getting his hand oil all over it. He's ruining it. He's
Well,
ruining
maybe
it.
if someone didn't annoy me by calling me by my name, I wouldn't be doing this.
Well, you see,
And it's driving me crazy.
war.
war.
Terrible bow. That is not going to fire an arrow.
That is pretty normal.
Yeah, Damon's definitely normal. Common names are best. Common names are best.
You're telling me that. You really are a spiteful girl.
Thanks, a wink wonk.
That wasn't a compliment.
Don't worry, I already know that. Wink wonk.
Mary Gowland. He's supposedly the boss of one of the 3 battling factions, but
He's not all that scary. Hey, you're powerful enough to go up against the mafia in the castle, right?
Well, yeah. What's that suspicious look on your face?
You just don't seem that imposing.
my real opinion just comes tumbling out of my mouth.
Always the
Me,
quiet ones.
It's always the quiet ones.
I've been too brutally honest. I've been letting my bad side show for a while now. Even in a dream, it's unusual for me to be this direct with somebody you've just met. He made a disapproving face, but even then, I wasn't afraid.
This is bad. Actually, maybe I should stop ruining that. Maybe I should calm down a bit.
Now, I'm in for it. Just because a person doesn't seem scary doesn't mean he isn't. It may be well and true that he's one of the leaders, and there's no doubt that makes him a tricky person to deal with. He probably makes himself look silly on purpose. In the sense that he makes you let your guard down, he really is a scary person.
I just meant you seem friendly. Yeah, that's what I said, and I didn't say anything else. This amusement park is wonderful. You're the owner, aren't you? Wink wonk. If you're the owner, you must be a friendly person, right? That's a good thing.
I said something completely different from what I was thinking. I'm not somebody who speaks my mind, honestly. This is back to being my normal self.
You're pretty friendly yourself. For an outsider, of course.
You're not from another world? Nani?
Like I said, I'm one of the leaders here. I've got enough power to tell if you're an outsider or not. If you're an outsider, you're not an enemy. But you're not an ally either, so... Want to be friends? According to the rumors, it sounds like outsiders have an easy time making friends. Are you one of them?
Well, see what happened was...
He seems to be the sociable type. I know from experience living near a city that this is the type of person you have to be the most cautious about getting close to.
I like friendly people. Nice to meet you, Goland.
The smile I reply with is also the kind that makes people let their guard down. Oh, that's the end of that.
I wonder, though, if we did change the time, if anything would happen before we leave.
Oh, well, we technically saved, so we could try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Pick one.
Let's try evening.
Okay, let me shoot at the sky real quick. Alright, I'm ready. Alright, shot. There we go.
I was about to say,
Alright,
we only
and
have
cast
6
lights.
hourglasses left.
Oh!
Should we
So
try
that's
it?
how we activate Vivaldi. Click it once, see what happens.
no, it's too late in your...
Oh, well, no, just press it. Oh!
Okay.
It's happening!
I will
I mean,
save
you
it.
just exit because you saved before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about we save, right? And then
Okay,
when we
save.
come back, Mimi will have the first dialogue.
Okay, first
Yeah.
dialogue. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, I think this is actually a good idea because now we know that Vivaldi likes evening time, everybody. Wink wonk, wink
Wink,
wonk. That's
wonk.
why we have like 7 hourglasses. Wink wonk, for
Wink,
us to find out which one we want to be around more.
Yes.
We already know that blood likes tea time.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Oh man, I swear.
You got
Y'all
a
need-
pretty bad cough.
Y'all
Are you
need
okay?
cough
Yeah.
drops?
Yeah, we coughed up.
They're fine.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us today for another wonderful session of.
Heck yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait till next time because now we can finally get into the game. Let's freaking
Yeah,
go.
I'm excited to actually play
Yes.
the game now instead of all the dialogue.
Right.
Yes.
We'll actually get some.
We're gonna
You gotta
meet
get- You gotta get through
every
dialogue
time.
to get to everything else.
It's so hard. So hard.
Yeah, some
Every
of the
game
characters
starts at the beginning.
Some of the characters
Well,
still grayed
unless
out
they're Persona.
though.
Yeah.
So it makes me
So
worried.
We'll have to meet. We'll have to meet everybody somehow.
Meet them. And then we decide who we're going after.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So if that's the case, I did do collabs. So everyone who's watching, who joined us, we are joined by the wonderful Jaju Misan, who's also judging the channel right now, Alice Damon, Mika Mischief, who we call Mimi, Nagisa Shinoa, who is just Nagi Sus, Lupine Commander, who is
Nagi
just fine,
What'd I do?
Pally Callie,
What's your
who is just
name?
Callie to us, and then we have Poof, the Fire Spirit, who's
What did I do?
That's your name. What do you mean?
like, guys, thanks user. So let us go see if
99 user.
there's someone wonderful, one of our friends who can have.
All right, how does everybody feel about that session of Alice in the Country Hearts?
That was fun.
What's cringe?
It's cringe.
Good
It's
cringe.
the cringe. Other than that, how do you
Alice, you
feel
can
about the
stop by.
character so
Also,
far?
thanks for laughing. I tried to say that with the same energy of I'm a popsicle.
Yes, I'm a popsicle cringe.
Okay, so now Alice can stop by the clock tower again. I guess I don't mind it.
You
Do
guess.
you want
You'll
to kick her
never-
out less?
You'll never kick us
Yes.
outside, you. Never.
Here we come
Double
for
check
your
her
soul.
time.
Desire.
I know we haven't met every character yet, but who's everybody's favorites from what you've seen or interacted with?
I
The
like
ones that aren't cringe.
Boris. But we haven't met Boris
Blood.
Yeah,
Blood.
of course.
yet. But I read the Boris comics, so of course.
Yeah,
And Ace.
yes,
I also
I
like
agree.
Ace, but we haven't met Ace yet.
Yeah, great Kyo. Boris, yes.
Do I also like one, or can I like none of them?
You don't have to like anyone if you don't want to.
Yeah, you can
Is
like
it
Nightmare
easier
all
for
you
me to
want.
say the ones I don't like?
No, because then you list the whole cast.
Yes.
Oh,
But you
no,
like?
it's just Alice.
Do you like the design of Vivaldi? That's the more
What is that?
I
important
don't
one.
like the hair.
Oh, I see. Of course.
So far, Nightmare's pretty neat.
Right?
Okay, so we've already rated Yukai recently, and we rated Zach recently. Maybe other people recently. Well, we haven't rated, I guess, Kudo for a couple weeks, so we will go down the line and we'll just... They are playing Minecraft, everybody.
Oh, nice,
What
nice.
is that?
So,
Yikudo.
Kudo.
And we'll decide next time where we're going next, because we've already been to the amusement park clock tower castle. I'm assuming we're going back to the mansion to talk to Elliot then next time, probably.
Next time on
Here we go.
Dragon Ball Z.
Next time.
Oh, it also says
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
channel is intended for mature audiences, but he's not that mature, so it's fine. Just FYI.
He's cool though.
He's
What do we
cool.
expect?
He's cool.
He cool.
Next time on Yokai Playtime. No.
Oh,
So-
Yokai Playtime.
We'll
We're
be
going
back.
back to Hatter Mansion.
We'll be back in
Let's
the
see.
next 2 weeks. Well, not next weekend, but the weekend after that. And we will continue, and then we'll finally meet Vivaldi. Mimi will finally get some lines, and we will move forward. It's gonna be great.
I have lines.
I mean, I just like dialogue, like real dialogue. I'm excited
of
for
your
that.
character that you've been assigned. Yes.
So appreciate everybody coming by.
So the 19th.
And also for staying for the raid. So everybody have a good,
Alice.
good night. I might
Poor
be
lad.
streaming in a little bit. I kind of feel like
Ooh.
I'll be doing some either some art
Very
or
nice.
Twilight Princess because I was gonna do it yesterday, but I was having too much fun hanging out with my friendos. So
Yeah, and the VR
And the VR chat.
Yeah.
So,
It was
but
super fun.
everybody
Use
have
vampire.
a good one. Hopefully see you
Have a
soon.
good one, everyone.
Okay,
See you
bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
We love you. Bye bye.